Welcome back, Mr. Goodberry. The First Star Logistics studio is fully equipped and ready to record.
Well, guys, I wish I had better news for you, but the Bengals found a way to lose in dramatic fashion at the end of a tight game once again. The record is now 4-7 as they head into their bye week. And on today's episode of Bengals on the Brain, presented by First Star Logistics, we're going to look at some of the tape at the end. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to give us some things we already know, right? What do we know about this team after 11 games? I don't think it's much different than what we expected in terms of what are the strengths and weaknesses going to be? What are their issues? What didn't they solve in the offseason? All of that's laid on the table. We just thought it would turn into more wins than it currently has. And you'll see memes and pictures posted. If you flipped every one score game, the Bengals would be 9-2. But you can't flip those. There is some luck involved. If you're following me and watching me in 2021, 2022, we talked about their close games, their one-score games. After 2019 and 2020, when they weren't winning them, they won them for 2 years. And typically that pendulum swings back and forth. And now they're losing them. Losing games a mark of a bad team in ways that are easy to signify that this is a bad team. And when you're 4-7, you are. They're currently picking 11th. They're just as close to picking number 1 overall as they are to a playoff spot. So we're going to watch. And we're going to see, because the narrative I have right now is we knew all these things would be bad. We knew Cordell Volson would be bad. We knew they weren't deep at running back. We knew they'd have issues with a rookie right tackle at times, and he's been good, but bear with me. We knew the tight ends didn't have a stud number 1 type tight end. We knew that the tackling was an issue all year long. We knew that pass rush was going to be an issue this year. All of these things are true. We didn't know Evan McPherson was going to go through his struggles. And if he hits his field goals, maybe they win this game. Maybe, because the Chargers still drove down and got a touchdown. So 2 field goals is 6 points. You still would have lost by 1, potentially, maybe. The game changes whenever the ripple effects of time, another universe. But a motto I use all the time is you win the game on offense. You want to win the game on offense. You should plan to win the game on offense. So when you're settling for field goal attempts, it means you did not win the game on offense. And I'm not going to belabor the point anymore. I think the offense failed in crucial situations. You had 3 drives tied 27-27. 3 chances for Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Tee Higgins, Chase Brown is having another good game, for these guys to make a play to ice the game. And they couldn't do it. And yes, I know the defense is bad. And I know Evan McPherson can't kick a field goal to save his life anymore. All that could be forgotten. The efforts the defense gave in the second half could be rewarded if the strength of the team could come through at the very end. You have an offensive head coach. You've promoted the offense coordinator from within. You paid your quarterback. You've tagged and mean to pay your wide receiver 1. You tagged wide receiver 2, mean to pay wide receiver 1. You're getting Higgins back. You have an expensive offensive line. You've spent a first-round pick also. It's not a very good offensive line, but you have put the resources on the offensive side in a lot of ways. Go win the game. Let's see what happened on those 3 drives. All right, 27-27. This is the first drive, and we got 22 minutes worth of film here, so I'm not going to stop it unless we have something to show, but the Bengals start with a run to the outside, bouncing it all the way out, and I would like to show something real fast all the way. We need better blocking from the receivers, all of the receivers. I will point out Jamar Chase later too. But if you're either running those guys off, and right there he was getting doubled, which is why the other guy jumped so far down. So in general, we need better run blocking. in total from the entire team when you bet a run blocking, but especially here we do. Chase Brown was trying to make something out of anything he could for most of the night. Yeah, all right, so here we go. I don't want to be too depressed watching this because there's a lot we got to talk about. I'm still feeling it from last night's game for me. This is Monday afternoon that I'm recording this. I want you to watch the combo block here between Karras and Volson, taking care of that defensive tackle on the play side. As he shifts into the gap, we're going to double him. Then we got to peel back and get that linebacker. You see Karras get that? Just need some blocking on the edge. Okay, let's keep it moving. 2nd and 7 now. Bengals with a chance to make a statement in the fourth quarter here. This is the drive after the long Burrow in the pocket, finding Jamar Chase in the end zone to tie it at 27, which was a great moment, to be honest with you. Just absolutely fun moment. A lot of fun moments in this game. I like when they do the triangle, the trips that way, 3 by 1, the one being Gesicki down here. I just feel like it gives you so many advantages because really, how many defenders do we have in coverage? Maybe 4 if this guy isn't coming. 4, and I'll take my 3 weapons on that side all day long. Tee Higgins with the out route. Hands catch away from his frame. We got a first down. The Bengals are moving the ball again, as they have for the last 3 drives now, tying the game up at 27. I will say, though, let's watch Marius Mims here at right tackle. Get out there. Ooh, spin move. Low pressure on the quarterback, too. Your quarterback better be perfect if we can't block for more than 2.5 seconds. So Mims, who I think has been beaten by the inside move, if he's getting beaten this year in pass protection, that's what it's been. And that's the way I expect pass rushers to attack him once there's more film on him. So he'll have to find a way to counter that and be a little bit more patient, maybe hang out on that inside foot just a little bit longer. Because he's got the athleticism to run or kick slide and protect the arc, protect the outside angle. And we're going to continue to run the ball here. This is a nice 9-yard gain from Chase Brown, one of their better runs. They only had maybe like 3 good runs all day. This is one for Chase Brown here as he takes the inside. I want to say it was inside zone. You'll see as Mims is going to pull from this spot. It's a trap play, meaning they're letting that D tackle go. And Karras is going to go up and get number 3, Derwin James. And we got a combo block here. And Volson should be able to come up and get 0, which should allow you to burst through a nice big hole there for Chase Brown. So let's see it play just a little bit longer. That's about what we get. Too much traffic he's got to fight through still. Still just a little bit too much. Still, we'll take a 9-yard run at any time. But let's watch it on this side here. Nice contact balance. And you kind of see Jamar Chase coming to the picture on this side. I want you to notice when I talk about people now, the effort blocking there at receiver, like he could come up and get that guy. And then if you can't, go get the next guy, right? If you can't get in front and wall off that guy, then peel around and go get that safety. But instead, we're going to kind of see Jamar just kind of walk up. And he usually gives effort, so I don't want to kill him. And we got a 27-27 game here. Under 10 minutes left now in the fourth quarter. And you just had a 10-yard run on first down. You're on the verge right now of having 2 first downs to start this drive. You're in control of this game. Good old play action. Burrow dropping back and going for it. And this is a bad throw. It's a bad throw. It's a bad decision. We're lucky he took a shot here. Because in my opinion, what we're trying to do here is by putting Chase Brown in the flats, we can get this guy to maybe jump on it. Maybe he forgets about Tee Higgins over there, right? So what you can end up with is as T goes this way and Yoshi goes this way, you're almost putting this guy in conflict. What's he going to do? Is he going to go back and go with Yoshi, or is he going to come down on T? So if you read him correctly, which is where we're at right now, you make that decision. And I think T is more open here if we're going to choose. Right? You could hit that right in there. He'd be open. Like, this is a tough squeeze. That's a far throw. Doesn't make it there. Yoshi doesn't even go up for the ball. So it's interesting. I don't think he even thinks he's getting it in there in that situation. But, I don't mind being aggressive and going for a shot here. But I just felt like if you're reading that defender, and we'll see Burrow's eyes here. Yeah, I'm surprised he throws this. The body language is, even on the receivers, right? The body language for everyone is weird for this team this year. And we actually got a little bit of protection here until this guy breaks free. Cody Ford can't handle him. Let's see, how does that go? Who's Cody Ford end up taking on this? Okay, so he's down block, and then he gets the D tackle, and he just lazy, lackadaisical, just a bad player. That could be it. All right, about 9 minutes, 9:49 now. Play clock's rolling. We're already down to 15 seconds. Come on. All right, we got a reset there. We'll take the play clock reset. I like how the Chargers use a digital screen here. Some teams just like try to get the camera at the scoreboard and then bring it back down. I find that frustrating. I like the Chargers the way they cut it up. All right, we got another run on first down here, and Chase Brown has to make something out of this, getting 2 yards. Not much going on again. How do we continue to run Chase Brown, and he's got to stare at multiple defenders in the backfield? Okay, there is Cody Ford. He's tying his shoes. Meanwhile, Joey Bosa gets inside, killing this run already. Because otherwise, look, you got a nice combo block here. Karras is about to get the linebacker. If you can get Kappa to flip his hips and wall this guy off, that should be a nice big run. Instead, it's not there. Instead, it's blown up. And Chase Brown has to make something happen, which he does. Let's watch it again. Full speed without me pausing it. Keep an eye on Cody Ford on the right side with Bosa. And what are we doing? You're lucky you have an athlete like that at running back, or else that would be bad. It was bad. 2 yards on first down is a failure. All right, so we're back to throwing it since we got to run it every first down. 9:30, 9 exactly on the clock here when this one snaps. We've got 3-by-1. This time with Mike Gesicki, part of the 3 to the right. And Tee Higgins over the middle. Burrows runs, just tosses it. Pressure. Let's check the play now because play calling is part of it. Every time we see Burrow run, scramble, and make a crazy play, well, I wonder what's the play call. We hit our top of our drop here. And you have T running the in route. This is open if he wants it. My take is his eyes are on this safety, and he's trying to go to one of these 3 over here, which is why he doesn't see T on the backside. But one-on-one, I want to just flip and go to T every time I can, right? We've got on the outside here, vertical, and we're running the slot to the out. So this is where I'm assuming he's trying to go to Chase on the out route from the slot, which is fine. That's a good play. They've used it quite a few times, but the pressure is in his face. And he's got to make something happen as he spins and turns, and he's like, sees Khalil Herbert just enough right here to try and just flip him the ball. And if he would have completed it, I mean, there was nobody there, right? I would like to see how far that could have went. I'll let it roll now, and we got to look at the offensive line and wonder what happened there. Because when Burrow gets to the top of his drop, I may pause it there because this is when he wants to throw that out route to Jamar Chase. Yeah, he sees that blitz that's not getting picked up. Let's see here again. We got 5, 6 with Herbert. And they've got 4, 5, 6 in the box. Let's see if they bring all 6. They look like they do. Looks like we got a cross dog, which is going to bring this linebacker here, and they're going to bring the other one around this way. That is very tough to pick up for anybody, but it's even harder maybe if you've got a running back that's been here for about 10 days. And he gets blasted, steps back. I mean, it looks like actually the way his head is tilted that he's thinking T here over the middle, right? I don't think his eyes are going that way. You know what the stripes on the helmet are for? If you're looking at the back of someone's helmet or in the front and the stripes are right here on the helmet, you know why those were originally there? So on film, you can tell which way he's looking, right? If the stripes are like this, which way is he looking? He's looking that way. Bengals don't have stripes like that on their helmets. So it makes it hard sometimes to tell which way the guy's looking. Sometimes it's easier, but generally when it's like this, I can't tell. But he looked like he was looking left there. He looked like he was looking towards T. Man, it really looked like he could have caught a glimpse of Herbert just long enough. Maybe he could have got this ball out of there, right? If it was a Lamar or something, if he could have backed up right here. Dang. All right. Moving it on. Next down, third and 9. I'm sorry. Third and 9, 8:48. Big play here. We've got no running back. Bengals like to do this lately. No running back on the field. You're going with 2 tight ends over here. All 3 receivers to the right, stacking them up with each other. That's not exactly stacks. So don't take my word for it there. But all 3 to the right, lining them up with each other. Burrow at top of his drop. He's got to run already. Instantly sees we got man coverage with a 2 high safety. You got man, cover 2 man. You don't have enough guys because this 3 has Gesicki, 0 has Sample. 1, 1, 1. Who has Joe Burrow? Nobody. So Burrow knows this right away and takes off running. And he picks up a big gain. The Bengals in field goal range now. They should be at about the 32-yard line. This is a big play for Joe Burrow, recognizing the defense very quickly. Got cover 2 man. I am taking off on this one. You want to play man coverage and want to keep 2 safeties back. It's why your quarterback needs to be able to run a little bit. Needs to be strong enough to break away from these pressures and sacks. Let's watch it again. Was it Kappa, his man, that gets in front of him? Is this Tui from USC? This guy I really liked. Yep. Kappa just got enough of them to make it a wider arc so Burrow could step up. Not good enough, though. Kappa's been a disappointment this year, to say the least. We talked about it in preseason, how stiff he looked. We're like, ooh, when they played their O-line, remember? And we were like, whoa, that doesn't look great. So, of course, we're getting a first down run again. We've got an RPO situation where Chase is getting a screen. We're blocking here, and we're running inside. It'll be basically a one-on-one situation with this guy right here is how it's supposed to go as long as everyone can block correctly. And minimal gain. I shouldn't say that. The least amount of yardage you should get out of this, they got out of this. I mean, nice double block there. Watch these guys again when I flip it around. Watch Kappa and Karras together here on 90. Kappa and Karras on 90. Watch them lift the defensive tackle off the ground. Don't get me wrong. We'll take 4 or 5 on first down. That is not a failure. 2 on first down is a failure. 4 on first down is the minimum. You need to get 4. And now they're just inside the 30. The clock is ticking. They're chewing the clock. They're going empty again. Burrow drops back, throws it to Drew Sample very quickly. This is one of the confusing plays of the drive. It forces them into a third down situation. Let's see it again here. You don't have T on the field. You've got Jamar by himself over here. You've got defenders all over him, eyes on him. One single high safety back here. I already don't like the play. Let me go one more click, and the ball's already out. Looks like Irwin is trying to tie up this defender, does a poor job. We've got Yoshi coming this way if you wanted to hold it another second. Can you with Cody Ford giving up that pressure right to Burrow's face. I get what he's thinking here. If you could lay this on him, this should be a nice, easy, at least 3-yard gain, making a manageable third down situation. You've got nothing there, though. Sample is such a bad athlete that it's so hard to get him the ball. He's not going to make any adjustments. He's not great judging the ball and tracking the ball and catching the ball. And it's like throwing away an offensive lineman almost. It better be right on him. So this brings you to a third down situation. We need to gain yards here. You need to win this on offense. Let's watch Cody Ford on the left side. Let's see how bad he loses. He's not even going against Bosa. It's just a blitz. And Volson is all the way inside. It looks like everybody slid right, and somehow Ford still went to the left. Ford, everyone's sliding right. That's why Chase Brown is chipping down here. Someone didn't get the call. Thank you, Zero, for not just absolutely smoking Burrow on that play, too. Henley, right? Second year. So it's a 3rd and 6. We got T back out on the field. We got press situation here. We've got a bunch triangle here. Hudson, Yoshi, and Chase with Drew Sample as the lone backfield running back, I guess you would call him here. Get to the top of the drop. Burrow's going to scramble right away. Right away, he sees this opening. He sees a chance for him to step up in this. And man, I see what he sees. You got the corner route from Jamar right there. You're one-on-one. As long as this guy stays and sits down with Yoshi, I'm assuming that is, you're one-on-one with a safety. With Jamar, you step up and lay it and feather it in there. I originally thought, man, Burrow could run for this. He could not. This guy right here is all over it. This is a wide open shot. You got to put it on a rope and you got to put it on him. Burrow's waiting for it. It's a half a click too late. That ball's got to be gunned in there hard. And if anything, allow Chase to come back and shield his body from that safety. Yeah, that ball's floating. So big third down play here. We had a guy open. Burrow running for his life as he does. Man, I like this. I really wish he could have this one back. I bet he does too. If he didn't have to scramble, probably I can assume the question already. If he didn't have to scramble, where would this play go? Because I'm not sure we want to attack this. Does it end up being a cover 2 situation? Yes. So this is a cover 2 situation. They're going to put the corner as a deep safety. This deep safety. Derwin's running with his back turned. Dang. With his back turned. This is important here. This guy right here. If he's running the Tampa 2 middle linebacker running like that with his back turned like that, you know where this ball's going? It should be hitting right here. And you have one player running to that spot, and it looks like Higgins coming across right there. If Burrow was able to sit in this pocket, this ball's going to Higgins. It'd have been a tight throw, a tight window throw with those 2 linebackers in the second level. But you see it right there. Yeah, that stinks. Let's watch it right. You'll see as these 2 split, these 2 are going to part like this. Higgins is going to wrap around. This would have been a wide open throw. You can't sit in the pocket because your O-line stinks. And they're not getting any better. Maybe Mims is getting a little bit better. But Volson, Ford, maybe you'll get better when Orlando Brown Jr. gets back. And Kappa just it's not there for him. Man, what a quick throw. Great reaction by T here. This made me nervous. I was like, man, Burrow's clock is super sped up right now. He's taking a beating, so that makes sense. How fast he gets this out, this decision making. T's like, whoa. His hands were at his hips when this ball's thrown. T's are. And they're blitzing too. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys that are coming. We're just sitting in between 2 defenders. T grabs it. I think he gets 9 out of this. I think this makes it 2nd and 1. That's it. Yep, 2nd and 1. We're going to approach 5 minutes left. Second drive now, after the first Evan McPherson miss. You have a chance to have a 6-minute drive, end the game on offense. We've seen him do this before, back in 2021, 2022 even. And we get a first down pickup by Chase Brown. I want to see Drew Sample come across here. This is the Eric All. They're going to bring Sample across to try and hit there. Here he comes. Let's see if he can get it like Eric All could. No. He's a little slower at it. He does enough just to get him, but you can see if we just had a little bit more time there. It's hard. Mims has got to blow his guy up too. Hey, we just needed a 1 there. You picked up 1.5. We'll take it. Keep that clock running. 4:30 now. We can take our time with each play. We want nothing left at the end of each play here. Shotgun 4 wide. Looks like Gesicki in the slot to the top. Burrow gets the top of his drop. That ball's coming out right away. And it's to T on the comeback route. I want you to remember this play. Watch T again on this comeback route. So he's going to get to the top. Bang. Throttle down. Drag his feet. Come back to the ball. Catch it. Head to the sideline. Actually breaks a tackle and gets a few more out of it. We'll take it. We don't want to run right out of bounds. We want the clock ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Bengals, we're scoring here. Sideline's amped up. The defense is amped up. They've given you the ball multiple times here. They've given the offense multiple chances. I want to see the blocks by the line on this one. They look like they did a really good job. When we flip it around, see it from the quarterback's perspective. No Bosa out there. No Khalil Mack. Made a big difference, I assume. Yep, that's good protection. We will take that anytime. Now under 4 minutes to go. First down. We're going 3 to the left. Nope, we're going to go bring Sample in the backfield. Move Chase Brown over. This has got to be the run where he lost a couple. One of the few runs where he lost some. It's going to be a bad read by Chase Brown. Not trusting it enough, not being patient. He's running into a brick wall for half of his carries in this game, so I understand why he's getting a bit impatient. Same with why I understand when Burrow gets a little trigger happy after getting beat up as much as he does. But you actually got really good blocks here by Kappa, despite, the guy's putting up a fight. 56 here is putting up a fight. The guy I'm watching here is Kappa versus that defensive tackle. All right, and you'll see it as Karras and Kappa are going to get to him. Karras is going to block him over so Kappa can get him. And then Karras is going to climb up and try and get the linebacker. And then if we can get this outside seal, we can get a seal here and a seal here. Chase Brown should have been able to string this and then hit it for, 5 probably, because the hole wasn't huge. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So this is what spooks Chase Brown. You can clearly see, if you're reading in zone a lot of times, especially on an outside zone, you see this guy's got outside contain. You go to the second read, the defensive tackle then. And with him having his head on this side, it shouldn't have spooked him. What that should have said is, all right, you got a guy here and a guy here. I need to split them. Instead, he goes, oh no, let me run outside. That's not what you want to do. See it? You see where it would have opened? And maybe 45 wouldn't have gone outside had he stayed in there, and he would have crunched the two of them. He would have squeezed the hole and pushed Mims into it. Maybe Mims is huge. Like to see it try. But that's a pretty bad loss for Chase Brown. That's his worst run, and a day where I thought he was really good, especially catching the ball. I mean, especially. Now this is the play where we're going to see this guy eat dirt, and we're going to talk about it. Jalen Ramsey eating dirt in the Super Bowl. Burrow is quick with this one. He's quick to Yoshi over the middle, and I don't blame him. If you look at like when do you have to make that decision, okay? Let's watch Burrow, and I'll pause it right at the top of his drop. He knows now. He doesn't even see that this is happening for Jamar Chase. One. So while Chris Collinsworth pointed out that Chase was open, and he was, sometimes you need to see the guy falling down, and just it was too quick here. I mean, Burrow was correct, wide open. Yoshi, first down. I'm not going to kill him for that. It would have been nice. There would have been too much time on the clock as well. So this isn't the worst. It's a good sign that he's still processing late in the game despite taking all these hits. As he hits that back foot real quick through the window. That's basically the same play I said where he would have hit Higgins if he had time. Getting those two linebackers to split. Let's watch 43-0 there at linebacker. You'll see it happen, and he'll hit the hole between them. Oh, it's 45-43 this time. First down. The Chargers were ripping at that ball. They were making me nervous. Anyone else? First down, 2:16 now. Because I think the Chargers took a timeout here, if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to run it and pick up a minimal gain. Again, I think this run should have probably went for a little bit more. I liked going weak side really here. You're hoping that Volson can take that edge guy and you spring him. And you spring Chase Brown here. And they just can't do it. They just can't get the blocks ever. So frustrating. Let's watch Volson pull. Let's see if there's any deficiencies in his athleticism, technique, movements. No, it's just more of awareness, expecting the guy to crash down, expecting this guy to come down, and you're going to have to meet him instead of meeting him here, you're meeting him here. And his awareness is what betrays him, I think, most of the time. He's just process is slow. Yeah, that could have went for a little bit. That run could have went for a little bit. Yeah. 2-minute warning. 27-27, third down. Let's go. Let's make a play. We're going with Gesicki and Chase lined up like neck and neck. I can't tell who that is, if that's Yoshi or Burton. And we have Tee Higgins to the right. They're going to walk up Chase Brown to block. And Burrow's correct on calling out his assignment here because that linebacker does come. Chase Brown gets the block, step up, throw, Higgins, incomplete. Now, some people wanted a flag here. I actually thought this was Higgins' fault. So I said, remember that route earlier, how Higgins throttles down, comes back with an angle towards the sideline, right? You're going to almost act like you're going to go deep, but you're really going to throttle it down here once you can get this guy to open up, which he's opened up now. And then you're going to work your way back here and expect the ball in this range right there. Higgins instead, and maybe I can get Burke to pull up this clip and overlay it here. The TV copy shows Higgins go with his right arm to reach for the defender. He wanted to push off of the defender. Just run your route and come back. You're wide open. He reaches for that defender. You see it right there. And now he wants to work his way back. That's bad process. That's a bad route by T. There's no reason to go connect with the guy. You've got him opened up. Just turn and cut back. And this should be an easy completion on third down. Is it third down? Whatever down it is. Should be an easy completion. I can't see the sticks on this side. It must be on the other side. There's no reason this should happen. Get in and out of your break. Come back. You don't need to get physical. And we saw him do it earlier. It's why I said on that play, watch this one. Watch how he runs it. Because later coming up, he's not going to run it right. Good block by Chase Brown. Good pickup, Chase Brown. So when people are saying, so isn't it still a penalty if he's holding his arm? If you initiate that contact, you better be ready to fight. Higgins initiated the contact. You're not going to get a flag for that. We need to stop looking for flags in crunch, crucial situations. Game on the line situations. Good job reading this guy leaning too far forward. Bring Chase Brown up to block him. Let's watch Chase Brown real fast, huh? Get up there. Take 0 on. Give me a nice lane to throw. Hit him. Make him go that way. Nice, clean lane to throw. You hit your target. Need your receiver to make a play there. You need Tee Higgins to win. That's why he's getting paid $22 million. Now it's third down. So that was second down. I see how it's clicking. That was second down. Now it's third down. And we're going with Ja'Marr Chase by himself. And I already know Burrows knows he's throwing it here as we're going to kick out Chase Brown just a little bit. And the idea here is with off coverage, right? Off coverage here. And this guy now leaning to go cover Chase Brown in the flats. It should leave us wide open for the slant, right? And the window will be about here. If we can get this guy to vacate that window and go into that, go take on Chase Brown. This is wide open. The slant's wide open on third downs. The Bengals run this with Ja'Marr Chase 100 times. And there it is. You got exactly what you wanted. Pre-snap, post-snap, bang, ball out. Let's convert on first down. And in fact, we got a chance to score on this if this ball is placed where it needs to be. Even Chase knows it because you'll see the pacing of a slant is different. Do you need to sit into a window? Do you need to run through it and get to the second window? Whatever it may be, you'll see the pacing. Chase, the way he breaks out of this, he wants this ball and he wants it right here because he's going to cut it up and go. Instead, the ball's behind him. He's got to hit the brakes, stop, try and catch the ball behind him and low. This is a bad throw by Joe Burrow. Third down. Chance to win the game on offense. You're under 2 minutes. Clock's ticking. You're going to make the Chargers call another timeout if you convert this. Oh, I want to see Burrow's reaction on that actually again. I look towards the ball. Let me see if Burrow knows what he did or if his feet are tangled or something. No, he's trying to not get tangled, I see. Flip it around. Let's see it from Burrow's side. We got someone that drops into coverage here. Does that screw him up? Is that what it is? The 0 drop into coverage. He fakes down and then goes back. What's the window look like here? So if this guy's running this way, the window is even more to right here. I feel like Burrow places it there. Like let's let Chase run. Yeah, that's a bad throw. The window you can see between this guy and this guy. Like let's let Chase run. Damn. We need that. I need Chase still to catch that and make this an easier kick for McPherson because that extra 6 yards probably it was the difference of that ball going in or not. But I need Burrow to hit that. Burrow is an elite quarterback. He needs to hit that throw. No excuse. All right, so they get one more chance. They get a gift. The Chargers go bang, bang, bang. Missed Ladd McConkey. And the Bengals get the ball from the 15, 16-yard line. And they got a chance here to keep it moving. Burrow's got to move already in the pocket. Already things are breaking down. Burrow's going to take off and scramble and run. He's had to do it with his legs the last few weeks. He's doing it again. Let's get us out to the 30-yard line. Forget the flag. It was defensive holding, but it wasn't because Burrow was outside of the pocket. If you didn't know that, once the quarterback gets outside of this, you can maul the receivers. They're almost blocking at that point. They're considered like it's a run play blocking. You can get your hands on them. I don't know where the flag is either. I don't know. It must have been. If it was before Burrow left the pocket, then that would apply. But once you leave the pocket, you'll see the corners start getting very physical with the receivers, and they're allowed to. And Cordell Volson, buddy, can we get some better play out of you at some point here? Like, you've just topped out as a bottom level starting guard. Probably should be backing up. I mean, we can't keep running for our life all the time, every time. But we are. Joe Burrow, first down. Bengals still got a chance here. Minute 19, 2 timeouts from the 30 now. You tell me, what do you want with the deficiencies this team has? And we know what they are. They can't kick right now. Defense stinks. Can't trust either one. I want the ball in Joe Burrow's hands with a chance to win the game at the end of the game. And I want it every single time. Here we go. Oh, we're going deep shot. Burrow, what's he reading here? This is the deep one. Chase, going deep. We're reading this safety. As soon as that safety wants to go flat-footed and doesn't want to respect that we could be throwing a deep ball here, let it rip Joe Burrow. A lot of people that think that like these are Zach Taylor telling Burrow where to throw the ball. No, Zach Taylor, whoever's designing the offense, is calling all of these plays. Based on what the defense does, we're going to throw it. And in a cover 2 situation like this, you don't throw the deep ball. The reason we're throwing the deep ball here is because this guy goes flat-footed and doesn't trust it. And Chase wins on his release, and he's going. So throw that thing. Bam. How far did we miss? It hit the 30. We want to hit 40 yards. We want a 40-yard throw, 5 yards from the sideline. If we're at the 30, quick math, 20 yards to the 50. So do another 20 to the other 30. New math. That's 40 yards. Now let's land it 5 yards from the sideline. Can we go to the other 30 and 5 yards from the sideline? Maybe that ball is a yard too far inside. We'll see it on the other angle. I'm not going to keep pausing it there. Maybe it's too far to the sideline. He's trying to lead him away from that safety, though, not knowing if that safety is going to be able to get over there or not. Let's watch the protection. This could have been good protection, great protection even. Nice spiral. That ball is just a little bit too far outside. If he misses, it's because it's maybe a yard to 2 yards. Maybe just 1 yard too far wide. How often do they miss? Not often, man. Not often. So you see the angle here. Let me clear that. You see the angle here where Chase is running that. That ball is going to land about that side. Could he have drifted it away? Of course he could have, especially with the safety this way. But he figured he's just running, lay this thing out there. Let me go attack it, right? Let me go run underneath it. Yeah, that one goes a little bit too far outside. Touchdown play. We missed it. Tie game. We've missed another one. Third down. No, it's second down. That's right, second down. So the play clock gets down to 1 here. Very late. Play clock at 1. Jamar Chase is not on the field. Tony Pike talked about this, and he's completely right. Like, call a timeout here. The most important possession, the most important timeout is now. The most important play is right now. You have the ball. You are at advantage. Call all your timeouts while you've got the ball if you have to. This should be the last possession of the game. Make sure you have a good play every single time. Instead, we get to here, and you see 7 calling it out right away. He sees what's going on. He doesn't know if we're breaking inside here or outside, so he's communicating with his teammate. But he sees Burrow's already hitting his top of his route and looking left, top of his drop, looking left. Even though we got a guy hooking up here, but just sometimes it's just half the field. If you're ever wondering what we're doing, we're just looking at half the field a lot of times. And that ball's coming out. This guy 7 does a great job breaking on it, making this a tough catch. Maybe got there a little bit early. Doesn't matter. Let me get Chase Brown. Let me get a choice route on this then next time. Once we get comfortable, let him decide if he wants to cut in or out. Maybe he does, and he takes the out there. But that's your best play on second down. Every play here needs to be a good play. And I need Jamar Chase on the field. If he's tired, timeout. We've got two of them. This is the last drive. He was early. 7 was early. Timeouts just aren't used to regain a possession by calling them while you're on defense. They're also used to get you in the right situation, offense or defense. Third down, top of his drop. We're clean. We've seen this route before. So I think we're from the 30, right? Because that was where the far throw was. First down is at the 40. You can take this. They did this against the Ravens, and Tanner Hudson kind of has to jump and squirt between these two if we can get a couple blocks. You can take that. You're at the top of your drop. Do you want to hit this? Burrow doesn't want that. He's going to step up. He's going to bail. That's good. I talked about this play, and people said, Burrow couldn't get this ball to Tee Higgins. And I said, wasn't he getting pressured and hit? Yeah, he was, but the pocket was great. And we're still sitting here. If you still want to sit in this pocket, again, here's the first down, and Tanner Hudson, he's going that way. Like, you've got a chance. And if you climb this pocket and stay in there, and this guy wants to jump it, guess what? Gesicki's behind him. So we're going to see from the other angle, like, there's no reason to bail the pocket here. But Burrow's been running for his life all day. And even still, T flips it around and goes right here, and you're wide open. Can I get enough on this throw to hit T for the first down? He couldn't. Let's watch it again. Watch it in the pocket. Watch the protection form. All right, top of his drop. He hits it. We got these guys getting blocked to the outside. So, of course, we're going to step up this way. Makes sense why he does. If we can get these guys to all block and get on their guy. But the protection's good at the top of your drop. Step up and roll. I mean, oh, that's so close. T is limping, man. He is tight right there, huh? Not a good sign. We got the bye week, though. Let's watch protection from this side. Yeah, I see what he did. 0 faked it, faked back, and then faked it, and then eventually came back down. That's why Karras is kind of late in picking him up. Let's watch it again here. I want to pause it. When he starts to step up, we've seen him step up and step straight up without running. Could he have stepped up here and just hit Hudson for the first down? Micro movements in the pocket. We need a Aaron Rodgers, Michael Jordan type jump pass on this one. So I want to watch without pausing it, without messing it up. Let's watch Burrow escape to the right. Can he get enough on it while feet are off the ground? We didn't make magic one more time. Can't. And that was it. That was the last play that they really had a shot. Sure, we had the 18 seconds here, and you had the Hail Mary that, I mean, impressive throw to get it to Yoshi. And then the Hail Mary, you had a chance. They actually sent a little bit of a blitz there. I wish we had maybe another split second to actually make it a jump ball situation, but it does hit T in the hands. They had a shot. But those 3 drives were the chance. So as you can see, failure all around. To me, when I look at it, the stars need to make plays. I can't have Burrow missing slants. I need Chase to catch those. I need everyone to block at the end. Offensive line, receivers, everyone. I need Higgins to get off that route and get back and catch that ball. I need Mike Hilton to make that pick 6. I need Evan McPherson to make these field goals. The team looks fractured. When your best players aren't able to make plays in crucial situations, I've lost faith in the structure of the team and the locker room. And now you're 4-7. I did the simulations. I showed you they could lose to the Chargers and still be fine. But I have you can't lose close games at the end to the Patriots, to the Chiefs, to the Ravens twice, to the Chargers. 5 games. Your offense has the ball with a chance to go win it, and they can't do it. Your offense. I know the defense sucks, right? But your offense had a chance in all of those games at the end, and they couldn't do it. And if you tell me we can't win those games, then I've got no hope. It's the bye week, though, and we have 2 episodes this week of Bengals on the Brain. So Friday, you'll get another one, and it'll be focused on the defense. And I want to see, you know what stinks is I was gearing up a DJ Turner video because I thought he's been playing well. He's been the only real good cover guy they've had. And then now, broken clavicle, he's out for the season. So we can have a big conversation of what's wrong with Cam Taylor-Britt. We can look at the young guys. We can look at Murphy if we want. Let's just watch the tape of the defense from this last game. We haven't had a defensive show in a while now. And I'd like to get there because there's a lot of evaluation. There's a lot of issues on the defense. And a lot of young guys that they need to play well. So that'll be next week's episode or Friday's episode. That'll be Friday, this Friday, so we don't get too confused there. Episode of Bengals on the Brain presented by First Star Logistics. Hey, on the postgame show, Jake and Joe, First Star gave away 2 signed Joe Burrow helmets. That was pretty awesome. You got to make sure you tune into that and follow us on Twitter and follow First Star Log on Twitter. That's how you get in on these giveaways. Watch the show, retweet the tweet every week. There's not one this week during the bye week, but there will be one the following week, and the prizes are still coming. Hey, win, lose, or draw, playoffs or not, tanking or trying to get the higher draft pick, whatever you're rooting for, First Star will at least make it interesting and give you a reason to watch. If you're, you got a reason already. You got Joe Goodberry on here from Bengals on the Brain. Until next time, I guess it's still Who Day.
Dave Lapham here, and every day I am grateful for my experience to have played professional football. As a player, I realized self-motivation, leadership, and appreciating your teammates are key. At First Star Logistics, you can use those same attributes to create the life you want for you and your family. Build your future by working hard like I did. You'll see results both on and off the field. Call First Star Logistics today and be part of our winning team.
Opportunity knocking.